Hello everyone, it's Gareth Smith, the franchise tag. Today I'm joined by another very special guest. This time a bit unusual. It's not an American footballer, it is one of our footballers from the UK. We've got Everton legends, Graham Stuart. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
So obviously we're here today with the Chicago Bears. So how are you finding all of this?
It's been fantastic. It's a really, really good setup. Obviously, the American guys are always enthusiastic as well, which brings, which comes to the party really, because the kids have come down from the various primary schools and they're really enthusiastic. First and foremost, to be out of the classroom, to get out in the fresh air is what we want them to be doing, learning all different techniques of American football, and they're enjoying themselves, as everybody can see.
And obviously the Bears are a historic organisation, and Everton are a historic football team here in the UK. How cool is it you're partnered up like this to do these kind of events?
Well, it's great, obviously, because as you well know, Everton, the community are very, very strong. Out here in the L4 area and in and around Merseyside, we like to get out and do different programs, especially with the youngsters as well, because a lot of them have had very challenging backgrounds in their lives. So for them to come out and engage with, each other as kids and some of the coaches around here, and the enthusiasm they're showing tells me that they're having a really good time.
Yeah, very much so. How much do you wish if you were able to have a go at some of these when you were their age? Because some of these activities look well cool.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's easy at their age. I've had a few of them at 54 years of age, and I'm already feeling the effects. But no, it's great. I mean, as I say, to get these kids to come out and get out in the fresh air and enjoy themselves, exercise, and learn all the things about looking after their bodies, which is fantastic.
It is, and also quite interesting as well, because obviously flag football now being an Olympic sport, flag American football is now an Olympic sport. So there's opportunities for these kids further down the line to go off to represent their country in Olympic Games further down. How cool of an incentive thing that could be to get kids to play more?
Incentive, yeah. I mean, there's been some drills down in Manchester, some drills down here in Liverpool. All over the country, so some of these kids can really quite embrace the situation that they find themselves in, and no doubt people will be looking out for the ones that are that little bit special, because there's always one or two that do stand out. That's just natural life.
It is.
So for them to potentially go to an Olympic Games and represent their country is an incredible thing.
Obviously the Bears as well and Everton, both teams that probably have not had the best recent history, but obviously had really good histories, obviously when you were playing. But both of them seem to be on the up at the moment. How excited are you to see what's going on at Everton at the moment?
Of course, yeah, I mean, it's hugely important for us. I mean, since David Moyes came back to the football club, fortunes have changed a little bit. We were floundering towards the bottom half of the table. Things were going very, very poorly for us. It didn't look like we were going to score a goal, let alone win a game of football. So David's come in. It's been a totally different voice around the dressing room. I have to say, Sean Dyche did an amazing job, given the circumstance that he's found himself under. But David's come in and we've just gone like that. And it's been a breath of fresh air. We didn't have the worry of the relegation scraps that we've had. And now we look forward to going down to the Hill Dickinson Stadium and hopefully recreating all the history that we've had at Goodison Park, taking it down to Hill Dickinson Stadium.
How excited are you to go see a game in that stadium?
Yeah, I'm really excited, along with every other Evertonian. I'm a fan nowadays. That's all I can be. I mean, I've had my little moment playing, but I'm still a fan, and I'm really looking forward to going down to Hill Dickinson. It's going to be an unbelievable atmosphere, I'm sure, because the challenge now is to the supporters. Can you take the atmosphere from Goodison Park and you take that down to Hill Dickinson? And when you tell a Scouser, can you do this? They're going to meet you head on. And I've got absolutely no qualms whatsoever that our supporters will go down to Hill Dickinson and recreate all the special memories and atmospheres that we've seen at Goodison over the years.
And it's also interesting as well, obviously, you've not only got the stadium there, so the whole regeneration of that area, which that part of the city that obviously was quite run down. How important is it, do you think, that Everton has been able to do that? That part of the city?
First and foremost was the build of the stadium. That was the centrepiece. That always will be the centrepiece. That's our new home. But in and around that, as you mentioned, the rejuvenation of the area. I'm sure over the next 3, 4, 5 years there'll be totally different, views of that area of the city. There'll be bars, there'll be restaurants. There'll be all kinds of things. Hotels coming along. I'm absolutely certain of that. And that's within our interest as a football club, to make it as visually fantastic as it is now, but be sympathetic to the surrounding area as well.
And obviously Everton been really good in the community, and the one thing I think is good to see is obviously that Goodison Park is going to survive, and obviously the women are going to be moving in there as of obviously fairly soon. How pleased are you to see that obviously that iconic stadium is going to stay around?
Yeah, I mean, that's fantastic news, because we all thought it literally was going to be a goodbye to Goodison, full stop. But the Freaking Group have come in and they've looked at the possibility of keeping Goodison Park as it is now, and they decided that we'll have a look and see how it works. And obviously that the bonus ball for that is that the women's team are going to go and play there next season, which is huge for them as well.
Massive.
For them to go out and play in the excitement of Goodison Park, you know, every other week is going to be great for them, and hopefully they can embrace that. Hopefully the supporters embrace that as well and get along and cheer them on, because fundamentally that's going to be important to us, and whether we can keep staying at the stadium.
Yeah, obviously, thank you very much for your time. Truly grateful for
You're more than
getting to chat to
welcome.
you.
Thank you.
Obviously, thank you very much at home. We'll be back again soon with another special guest.